Hello, welcome to Refueling Models Kit Review Time. Today we've got Kinetic's new 148 scale F-18C Hornet. Now let's face it, I wouldn't say I'm a world expert, but having built over 250 148 scale F-18 Hornets in my career, I think I know them quite well. To be honest, the standard one has always been the Hasegawa kit for the Legacy Hornets. They are absolutely beautiful, and even the new Super Hornets, again, Hasegawa is exactly where you want to go. And I didn't really think we needed another manufacturer to release them, because let's face it, we have had other ones in the past. We've had the very old Italy one from the back in the day, and then obviously we've had more numerous ones coming out from Hobby Boss, which actually, I have to say, for the money, are really, really good. I don't think they're as good as the Hasegawa ones, because the Hasegawa one is just a little bit more crisper, but it's that sort of 90s kit. It is the way it is. Detail isn't exactly brilliant. They do have a few little fit issues, but generally they go together really, really well. Then, lo and behold, these came along. Now, these ones are available in a couple of different flavours. You can get ones in this particular boxing and kits that actually have the single seat and the two seat in the same one, but with those sometimes you don't get weapons with them or pylons, so just be a little bit careful. Some of the Showbirds do come with all of these ones, but then they are missing out, so make sure you pick the correct kit. This is pretty much the standard Charlie version, which was the sort of the last of, or still current I suppose with the Marine Corps, but the last of the sort of legacy Hornet family before we moved over to the Echo and the Foxtrot and the Growlers. And things like that. So generally a really nice aircraft, plenty of markings, and obviously is available worldwide as well. So, very nice box art. As we can see down here, this is the US Navy, but also it is the Swiss Air Force version in here, the Finnish Air Force, and it's got the Top Gun markings as well. We said it's the C. The difference is really between the A and the C is just a few lumps and bumps and some things with the tail, things like that, but generally they're all pretty much the same kit. All right, so running around the box, you can see beautiful markings. Look at this. This is like a Edard boxing with all these markings. Some really, really nice ones down in there as well. Okay. Up on the end here, you can see your kit number is K48031. And then down on here, you can see some of the things. So as we can see, we've got the fold up option, which is really nice because obviously you don't get that one with the Hasegawa kit, so that's a bonus. And obviously we're going to get various things for weapons and all those types of things. So in the box, we have kit in. This is the first time I've actually looked at this kit, amazingly. You'd think I would have been in here before. Okay, jumped straight out of me. Looks just like the Hasegawa one. Apart from it's got the different nose. Okay, so that is very, very nice. So down in here, what we're looking for, as always, is some instructions. Beautiful colour callouts. Oh, photo etch. Okay, let's do those in a moment. Let's do that in a moment. Oh, weapons. That's a lot in the box. Okay, so instructions. Parts call-outs, usual thing with the trees. That's the one you want. That's the weapon one. That's why I bought this particular kit. Okay, there is other ones around, but again, they don't have the weapons and pylons, so you have to be a little bit careful. Okay, so usual thing, in with the seat, in with the cockpit. Looks like we've got some photo etch as well for the harnesses. Down in the cockpit area, we've got some painting call-outs for the instrument panels. Might be worth going down a colour photo etch set for that. It will look really, really nice. And then as we can see down in here, we have both tubs. So you have got both ones down in here, but obviously being the Charlie type or the single seat, it's got the cover which is going to cover over the back one, so you're not going to see it. So that's why you only need the one seat down in there. Something that's really nice, which is definitely lacking on the F-18 Hornet from Hasegawa, is we do have full length intakes, which is really nice. So they're going to go down inside there and just finish off that quite nicely. Nozzles pretty much standard on the way back. Looks like they're only in the sort of power, mil power setting. So it looks like you don't have them opened up, which is a bit of a shame. Detail paint and call-outs for the wheel wells. Again, look like they're one piece. Very, very nice again. Actually, it's very nice. If they're as detailed as that, it'll be lovely. And then usual thing, putting those in there. So you've got those Lyrics vents down from the bottom, wheel wells going in there, and then the nozzles at the back. And then under here, you've got the ladder, one would assume for up or down. You're going to have an internal part to that as well. This is the nice thing though, full length ear intakes going down in there as well. So that's actually a really nice touch in that kit. Okay, back on the other side, we've got the refueling probe. Again, very nice, open or closed, you can have that. Then we've got the nose section, slightly different to how Hasegawa used to do theirs. Theirs was just a one piece, depending on which version you went. This one's got multiple halves, and again, it has that refueling door, and then we've got a bulkhead going in there. Opening up the holes, obviously, if you're going to be doing the Canadian version, it has the searchlight on the side, okay? And it looks like the Swiss has one as well. So you can do that. Navy, obviously they don't, so you're just going to leave those as is. All right. Intakes, so you've got the intake barge doors going down in there, fitted on, pretty much standard. Okay, and then the front going on, and then we've got an option here for the wing fold set, depending on which way you're going to be going, with some photo etch, remembering to open up the holes, and we've got this different nose situation which is going to fit down on top. Okay. And then that's being fitted down on the top, and then again we've actually got different positions if you want to for the actual flaps and the ailerons in those positions. So if you want them down, you've got different actuators for those as well as they fit in. Exactly the same on the other side, or if you're just going to be going in the up position, we've got them covered as well. Okay, so down on here, wing folds, you're going to be cutting those open and then putting those in if you're doing it that way, and then it's exactly the same just right the way across if you're going to be doing it for the wings fold. And then tail planes being fitted down on there, vertical tails, speed brake open or closed. Nice little touch again that you've got separate, perhaps they're not actually, I thought they were rudders. No, they're photo etch strengthening plates down the back of those, which is a nice touch. And then we've got the little lip which is going to go on the back, again covering over the differences between the single seat and the two seat. Cockpit area, heads up display, nice little bit of photo etch for the mirrors, stuff like that being fitted down into there. Then it's your gear, pretty much standard gear all the way through. Hubbed and split wheeled, I don't like that effect, it drives me mad 'cause it's a lot of cleanup, but there we go. Okay, and then again looks like we've got some various painting call outs and decals and things going to be going on the gear. Okay, gear doors, actuators, things like that all being fitted in. Pretty much standard right the way through. Photo etch, depending which one you're going to be going in there, fitting those on there. The little fences, which are going to go on the front of the wings, these is what disrupt the airflow and takes the stress out of the actual vertical tailplanes. Because the thing is, without them, there's too much stress. And that's why, to be honest, the sea has strengthening barges and those in there to give those a little bit more of a longer life, shall we say. Okay, aerials, angle of attack sensors, things like that, pitot tubes. Okay, then we've got flare buckets being fitted down underneath there. Those are going in, tail hook, door. So we've actually got, you can either have obviously open or closed, but we've got the actual ladder going up being fitted. Pylons, pretty much standard to our Hasegawa did theirs by the looks of it. So standard pylons with the actual twin ejector racks and the fuel tanks. And then we've got AIM 120s, some sidewinders. And then we've actually got the GBU 87s, we've got GBU 12s, we've got the AOQ 28 down in there as well, which is a nice touch. And we've got the sniper pod as well, which really brings this bang up to date. Weapon markings, call-outs, placements, usual things on that side. And there we go, colour call-outs. Looks, I have to say, really, really nice. I'm actually quite excited about this kit. And funny enough, I will be building this, but I'll talk about that in a moment. Okay, decals. Huge, beautiful decal sheet. By cartograph, so we know it's going to be gorgeous. Look at that. That's actually some really very, very nice markings on there. That's actually really, really nice. I do like that. They are beautifully printed, very nice and solid colours, so that's nice. Okay. Weapons. So you've got your weapons one, standard, pretty much. Fuel tank one's obviously down in here. And then obviously your warning ones, that's pretty much. Lovely bit of photo etch, which is uber thin, very, very flexible. I won't bother taking it out, but you can see you've got all those parts we were talking about just on there like that. So that's really nice indeed. And then this is the colour chart there for your markings. So you've got Splinter and Lizard, and then the Swiss one, which is particularly nice. Okay, and then obviously we've got the full ones down in there. It's lovely with the markings with the Swiss one. I do like that. That is very, very nice on those. Okay, let's get into the meat. So, little bags. Okay, really, really nice. Hopefully you guys are going to see this as well. That is absolutely exquisite, beautiful detail. I'm absolutely pleasantly surprised. That's really, really nice. The details on the back of this. You can see them in there. I know the light's catching it. Really, very, very, very pleased with that. I must admit, I don't know what I was expecting, but it isn't that. That's absolutely beautifully done. And then obviously looking here at the wings. Very, very nice indeed. Actually really, really good. Clean, crisp, sharp. No signs of any Anything else? It's got a couple of ejector pins in the speed brake area down here at the back, but to be honest I don't think I'd ever have mine showing. Good clean mould, that one, do like that. Okay, talking of which, let's have a snazzy look at the main fuselage. Again, you've got these on here, these are just going to break off anyway, so don't worry about that. Again, just being able to look in here in the nose wheel, you can see very clean, very nice, and that panel detail on the side, good, clean, sharp details on all of that. Very nice indeed. Like that a lot. Okay, so I don't suppose it matters where we start and go. These bags might help, so that's it. Okay, so we have, let's pop that down there. We've got the nose on the side there, again, very, very nice. The gear, looking good. The actual area, so it's nice we've got the slime line is raised already in there as well. Again, the real difference between the C's and the A types and A pluses is just a few little lumps and bumps up here on the back. Okay, that's looking really very nice indeed. Both sides on like that, so you've got the slime line, sorry, on this side. Very nice indeed. Okay, and then obviously on here we've got the other half of the nose. We've got a few little different areas down in here for the different versions for the underside, but generally really very, very nice details on all of these. I have to say I am very, very impressed with it. Beautiful, beautiful details. Okay, weapony things you can look at afterwards. Okay, that's one part I wanted to look at. That's really nice as well. Very, very good details. Very sharp, clean, crisp on all of those parts. And then looking around on here, we've got the cockpit tub. Again, really nice. Nozzles, again, only in the closed position. Be nice if they were opened. And then again, looking around some of these are really very nice. Actually, I must admit, I am very excited about this kit. I do like it. There's some really nice touches with this one. No problem. These little ones down in here, I assume you're going to be opening up these holes, and that's what the lumps and bumps are going to stick to for the radar warning receivers and things like that. Internal parts for the glass. Okay. I don't think we really need to get these out. But generally, you can probably see they're really nice. Just your fuel tanks, and we do have very nice, without ejector pins in, intakes. So although you're going to get the seams, at least you haven't got any ejector pins in there. So that's actually very nice indeed. Okay, some of the smally bits here for your doors and that, let's have a look. And to be honest, you do get a lot in the box. Just can't help feel it's just a little bit stuffed in, but it's all here. Okay, again, really very nice, clean, tidy sprue. Okay, so over here, we've got the insides of the nozzles. Tyres, that split tyre system, obviously we've got one of the pods there. Sway braces, there's your in hubs and things. As you can see, just the actual ejector arms for the missiles, for the, if you're going to have Sparrows on the side or M120s, they're beautifully done. These are your actuators down the bottom here, if you're going to have your flaps deployed or closed. And this is the difference between the nose doors. Obviously you've got the later type, which is the C, has the bumps on it. The newer ones don't. Okay, various things. And up. And then looking inside, so we're just checking in the side. So inside the nozzle we do have a couple of ejector pins front and rear, but you're not going to see those. They're going to be tucked out of the way. Nice to see we don't actually have any in the actual doors or anywhere like that. They are all clean, crisp. You can see the nose doors and side doors really very, very nice indeed on all of that. That's beautiful. Okay, what have we got? GBUs and bombs, don't think we really need to look at those. They're going to be pretty much a standard. And then in here, I think it's the same again. Let's have a look-see. So down in here we've got Sniper Pod, again, really nice. It's nice to see they're coming along. For ages used to be hunting for them. Some Sparrows, some Pylons. Okay, for the Sparrow, very nice indeed. Another Sparrow. Okay, it's your standard Lantern pod on that side. Got a harm missile. 2-piece. Again, very, very nice indeed. Okay, another one. And then down in here we've got AIM-120s and Sidewinders. Then we've got a GBUs. We've got GPS as well down in there. Really, very, very nice indeed. And also down in here we've got a Sidewinder X as well. Super Sidewinder. Really, very nice indeed. Okay, clear parts. So so we do have a whacking great centre seam down through the canopy, which is a little bit unfortunate. I was hoping for great things there, but it's not. The rest of it all looks very clean, crisp. A little bit of distortion in there. It's not the cleanest clear part, shall we say. It's a little bit of distortion in the mould in the centre seam, but I think by the time you've carved that out, and it's actually quite a chunky centre seam, that's a bit of a letdown. I think you're going to be absolutely fine. And as for the main rear, no centre seam and has it got a centre seam? Very fine centre seam. You could probably get away with not even touching it if you were not that worried, but that's a lot clearer, as you can see. There's very little distortion in there either. That's actually quite nice indeed. Really very, very nice. Actually, you can see the centre seam. It's more obvious on the inside than it is the out. That's actually quite nice. And there you have it. I have to say, I'm thinking SU-33. Is that really Kinetic, or is this the mystery company? I think it's Mystery Company. Beautiful. That actually looks, in my eye, having not built it, will supersede easily the Hasegawa one. The Hasegawa one's very expensive and you're very limited on the versions you can do with it. They rebox in them all the time, as we know, and chucking new decals in and charge you another 50 quid for the privilege. Again, it's a beautiful kit. I have one down there and I've built over 250 of them. I know this aircraft literally inside out. I've been working on them for years and years and years. And this one looks to be a stunning kit. Really very nice with it. I like the bird shredder on the front for the IFF as well. That's a nice little touch with it. The big thing is, if you follow Flory Models and you're a member, I'm going to build it. So my plan is we are going to be doing it in the Splinter scheme. So we will be actually doing the one for VFC 12. So with the Saints with this one. So that's actually why I've got this kit in. That's why we wanted the armed version, because we're going to be doing it as ambush in that gorgeous Splinter camo right the way over it. That said though, the markings you get in the box, again, they are top notch. Beautiful decals, no problem with that at all. So if you're looking to follow along with this build, you're looking to buy a Hornet, this is definitely where you want to be. And you can follow along with me in a couple of months' time when I actually build it. So there we go, that's Kinetic's fantastic 148 scale F-18C Hornet.